So I'm back in the shed with my King Arms VSS. I decided to order the version 2 part. King Arms contacted me via Facebook and said it was available, and I took them up on a discount to get it. It won't be very expensive if you have to order one yourself to fix this problem. I'd suggest just going onto Facebook, King Arms page, and contacting them directly and get it sent to you. They were really helpful. What this version 2 part, if you've seen my previous video you already know, it has a slot being added which allows the grub screw to hold. In the original part there was a little screw attachment in here which had created a problem for me where when the barrel was attached, trying to hold it in place, the grub screw that was making contact was slipping into this other grub screw hole and now allowing movement, which brought the hop up off the gearbox and had a whole lot of issues. So today I'm just going to install this part, see if it makes any difference. I don't expect to be any real improvement over what this has done, just the longevity's there. So that's in there nice and tight. One of the things I am hoping that this grub screw will do is help with the alignment of the hop up when it's mounted, so it's a flat surface there. One of the things I was worried about with having this rounded surface is that the barrel might be twisted and the hop up might be off, the feed tube might be off slightly east of the mag. Hopefully having this flat would align that perfectly and might help some of the feeding issues I've got with one of the mags. Right, let's put this back together. So this is the grub screw on top here. This was the one that holds it in place, and with the old version, when it was sitting, it was going into that indent there and allowing a little bit of movement, which was creating all the problems. Just a fraction of a millimetre or 2 millimetres max was the movement was going on. That was the feeding issues, and everything else was going from there. So that's nice and tight. The gearbox and the hop up are nice and tight together. So I'll see how that goes. I was just about to do a test fire for you, but the Taranaki weather had decided that it would rather piss down than let me go out and test firing it. So I guess I have to wait a while before I can get outside and see what it looks on range. Joy. Okay, the rain settled down a bit, give me a bit of chance, so let's fire a few rounds off. This target, okay, I'll try that again. As I was saying, this target's probably about 7 metres away. Anyway, let's see what kind of accuracy I get with this now and feed. Well, that's pretty good. Let's try some of the dodgy mags I've got. Okay, so I've got 3 high cap mags. Previously I had one that was feeding fine and 2 that weren't. I put one of the dodgy ones in, see what I kind of get out of it. Wow, I didn't expect that. That part looks like my mags are now feeding. This is a different gun. I'm quite happy. I would highly recommend buying this part if you're having feeding issues. Surprising. I suppose shows what a noob I am when it comes to how the parts work, and King Arms were adamant that they'd fix it by doing this, but yeah, that's cool. Okay, so I just want to chrono this to make sure I'm still getting consistent pressure and the FPS isn't dropped. I was getting the mid to high 390s I think last time, about 394 was average. So let's see what we're getting now. 0.2 BBs. Whoa, 403. 401. 399. 392. A little bit up and down, but that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. It looks like air pressure's holding and it's feeding consistently. Like I said, it's a different gun. Well, there you go. Replacing this part has fixed all my problems. I'm very happy now. I've got a gun that I can game. The grouping seems good. I know it's only 7 metres, but that's still, I'm happy with that. I'm stoked. I highly recommend if you're having any feeding problems, get in touch with King Arms, get the version 2 part of this, and hopefully it fixes the problems for you as it has for me. Even if you've got a version 1 part and it's not giving any issues, I'd still recommend just buying this in case it starts giving you a headache in the future. Thanks for watching.